Hi, Modest Vegan Chick. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my happy place, the garden. So I'm going to start on the deck and show you what I've got growing, mostly in clay pots and grow bags. I love those the best, but then I have some plastic pots as well. Trying to get away from the plastic. All right, so I have my strawberry plants here, and these were cut from the mother plant. These were shoots. I let them root, and then once they rooted, I cut them and planted them over here. And I do have them mulched in pine needles. And then for the winter, I'm going to just cover all the strawberry plants with the pine needles and see how they do for next spring and summer. And then down here, I have my spices. I have some sweet basil, some dill that has gone to seed or is going to seed. I have oregano. What else do I have? Sage. So yeah, I have all of those growing in there. And then over here I have my eucalyptus plant, and I've cut off this plant a few times and it's still growing pretty nicely. So I have that. There's just some chicken plants there, chicken and hen plants. Right here I planted just a few black petunia seeds. I was actually going to save them for next spring, but I thought I'd go ahead and plant them just to see if they would come up. And next to it I have the pink petunias, and they've been growing pretty well all summer. And then grown from the seed of some tamarind fruit that I had are some tamarind trees, and they are doing quite well. And then back here is a plant that my granddaughter got from school, and it didn't come with a label, so we have no idea what it is. It kind of looks like some type of pepper, and the bugs have just really been chewing at it. Yeah, so I went ahead and took all the really bad leaves off of that. So hopefully we'll figure out what it is when it starts to produce some type of vegetable. All right, and then in front here I have some spineless prickly pear cuttings. I ordered these from Amazon. I believe they came from Texas, and these were cuttings from probably a larger prickly pear plant. So I just planted them separately. I'm hoping that I will get some prickly pear fruit eventually. Prickly pear fruit is an approved fruit on the Dr. Sebi lifestyle, so I thought I would grow my own. I am in zone 6, and I've actually seen prickly pear grow to fruit in my area, so I thought I'd give it a try myself. And then over here on this side I have some more tamarind trees. There's actually 2 trees in this pot, and they are both doing pretty well. Very healthy looking. And like I said, I grew these from the seeds of some tamarind fruit pods that I use for some delicious tamarind juice. And I just planted the seeds straight into the pots, and they actually grew. And then right next to it I have a lavender plant. Absolutely love lavender. It smells good even without the purple flowers. I love that. And then I have another petunia plant there. So on the table here I have some more spices. I have some sage, sweet basil, and oregano. And I did read that sweet basil can be used as a mosquito repellent, so I thought that'd be perfect to keep on the table here. And then I have some more sweet basil, and I did grow the sweet basil from seed. The sage and oregano are plants that I had from last year, and they still smell good. Some more black petunias, and then I have some black-eyed peas, key lime, and chickpeas that I just planted a couple days ago, and the black-eyed peas are already sprouting. That's pretty quick. And then I have my owl friends here. They are the protectors of the deck garden. Alright, so I have some more spices. This is some fresh thyme. Smells good. Alright, and then down here I have my life plant. This is the most unique house plant ever. Yes, it is a house plant, but I have it outside because the weather's nice. But when it gets cooler, I will bring it back in the house. So a friend sent this to me, and what he sent me was just one of the leaves. And this was the leaf off of a bigger plant. And the leaf is pretty much disintegrated or died. And it's also a type of succulent, so it doesn't need watering all the time. It does store water in its leaves. So it's just a really unique plant, also highly medicinal. So absolutely love it. I will do another video on this plant once it gets bigger. Right now, like I said, these little plants here grew from one leaf, and this plant is only about a month old. So after a few months, I will do an update and let you see how it's doing. It is called the life plant. I think it's called the miracle plant, leaf of life. And of course, it has its scientific name that I don't know. But I absolutely love this plant, and I thank my friend very much for sending me a leaf. And then over here, I have a couple of strawberry plants in strawberry pots. I don't see any fruit on there, but I also have those mulched in pine needles as well. And these are the Seascape and Alpine strawberries. And so this is what I was talking about, the shoots from the strawberry. This is what I planted over there, but the ones that I got from there came from the garden bed, and so they were able to root into the dirt. These are just pretty much hanging out, so I'm not sure what to do about those, if you can just plant those. And then I also have some shade cloth, because during the day, right now it's pretty cloudy, but during the day it's usually really, really hot. I do have shade cloth for all the strawberries so that the leaves don't burn up. And then over here I have a variety of different lettuces growing. This is like a mixed lettuce here, some red and green types of lettuce. I think I have romaine, I have some kale and arugula. So those are doing pretty well. All grown from seed. Marigolds, of course. There'll be lots of marigolds in the garden. Gotta have those to ward off the critters that don't like the smell of them. My cayenne pepper plant. And I had like way too many plants into this one pot, and I recently separated them and just kept a few and planted the rest around the garden. So the plants look a little stressed because I had to repot them, but they still produced peppers, and the peppers are turning red. So yeah, I'll go ahead and harvest the rest of the red peppers. Alright, so right next to it I have my black cherry tomato plant that seems to be getting taller but just doesn't produce a lot of leaves. I don't know what's up with it. I did fertilize this with some of the worm tea, and it seemed like the marigolds got bigger and healthier, and the tomato plant still produces fruit, but I expected it to be a little more thicker in foliage. But I mean, it does produce fruit. But I do get a couple of tomatoes every few days, so I'll go ahead and harvest those. But yeah, and then I also have some sweet basil in there as well. But yeah, and the marigolds was such a tiny plant when I first planted it, but it seems like it's taking all of the nutrients from the tomato plant. Don't think I'll plant this next year. I think I'll just stick to regular cherry tomatoes, but they are super sweet tomatoes. Alright, and then here is my cucumber plant. It's finally starting to produce cucumbers. I just harvested one the other day, and then I see that it has more coming already. These things grow so fast. So there's one still growing, and I think there's another there. And there's some that are growing, but I don't think they're going to get any bigger. Alright, so this is my green bell pepper plant. Just harvested a couple of peppers a couple of days ago, and this is called the California Wonder. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest this one pepper. And it missed the basket. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to our harvest basket. Alright, so that is everything that is growing on the deck in containers. So I'm just going to do part 2 to the garden in another video, so you definitely want to stay tuned. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.